Okay, so questions and answers. So these questions were from friends on Facebook and they're random. So I'm going to try to answer them to the best that I can. So question number one is, Terica, my ex moved on. What do I do? And this is a gal. So for my advice, my ex moved on. What do I do? Well, I am a huge believer now in finding self-love, I don't know her whole story. Always remember there's always two sides of the story, whether hers is just right out pity and just, you know, I'm so sad and he did this to me. We don't know what happened to him. We always have to play that factor. I know guys do get the shit end of the stick because it's like, oh, she's making it worse than what it is. And then it could be him. Oh, he's making it worse than what it really is. We don't know someone's story, but the answer to the question of what do I do because he's moved on, do the same thing. Move on. As easy as it is to say that, of course, we all know it's going to be hard to do, but you can do it. You can do it. And it's going to take time. It's going to take dedication, a lot of dedication. And, I feel like once the hardest part is accepting. And anything that you're going through, whether you have a drinking problem, a drug problem, relationships, toxic, work, if you have an addiction to something, of course it's going to be hard to break it, again, like I always say in my videos, you have to get used to the new normal. You have to retrain your brain. You have to reprogram everything to make your daily routine for you. And what to do if your ex moved on. Well, he's not thinking of you. He's not worried about what you're doing, who you're doing, where you're at, but you are. And all that time and energy that you're putting into what he's doing, girl, you should be out there getting your hair done, doing your hair. Maybe if you don't know how to do hair, learn how to do hair. I tell all my friends, pick up a hobby. Whether you want to or not, get your ass out there and find something that you like. And even if you don't want to do it, do it. Because once you become repetitive with something, it's going to become your new normal. And then you're going to be used to it, just like you were when you were dating that person. It's going to become the new normal. And let me tell you, the new normal sucks, but once you get in a arithmetic for it and it's repetitive, girl, trust me, everything's going to fall into place. I just got the best news this week, and I have been praying and waiting for just something good in my life out of what I just went through to happen. And I finally got the good news, but I will share that with you and when it's set in stone. I'm pretty excited about it, but I've been keeping it to myself and only one person knows about it. Actually, two people know about it. So, but anyways, when you do good things and you're focused on yourself and you're doing right, trust me, he will reward you. He will reward you on his time because he will know when you are deserving of that. When you're putting in the time, the effort, the dedication, and you ain't worried about that person anymore and you're really focused on yourself, he's going to know it's your time. It's your time to shine. And one day he's just going to be like, there you go. You asked for it. It took me a while, but he's going to sprinkle that shit on you like it's no other. Move on, baby girl, just like he is. And if it's a situation where it's flopped, same thing. She is not worried about what you're doing, so why are you worried about what she's doing? He's not worried about what you're doing, so why are you worried about what he's doing? Move on. You have to just find yourself, find you again. And when you fall in love with yourself, nothing else is going to matter. Trust me, I know, and it feels great. Okay, moving on to question number 2. Why do guys chase tail when they had something good? Well, obviously, yes, I'm going to go ahead and say that they did have something good. This is from a girl standpoint. Guys are natural hunters, okay? And when they're done or they're bored with you or they're just not getting My mama has always told me that if he's not getting it from you, best believe he's getting it from somebody else. Is that fucked up and just so devalued as a person? Yeah, of course it is. But guys are natural hunters, so they're gonna go chase if they're bored or if they're not getting what they want, or because they can do it because you're a pushover or you're just too nice, and whatever the case may be. They are natural hunters, so they're going to. Whether y'all are in a happy relationship, guys still look. Guys have this mentality of, just because I'm on a diet doesn't mean I can't look at the buffet. That's cool. Like, if I had a dude, I really don't care. I've caught my exes like looking at other girls, and I would, intertwine like, yeah, she had a big ass, or yeah, she's really pretty, like whatever. I try to bring my girls up, not dumb them down. But why do guys chase tail when they had something good? Baby girl, if they left you for somebody, or they left you to go chase tail because they're so bored with you, that just tells me that they definitely did have something good. But don't forget, guys leave girls for another woman. Girls leave guys for themselves. There's a difference. Understand that. Let that sink in, and say that in your head. But you gotta let them go. Let them go so they know what they had is good. And trust me, they will come back. I don't know why. Exes will always come back. They will. Once they're done chasing tail and they see that there's nothing good out there, just like they got bored with you, they're gonna get bored with that same thing as well. So let them. You have to let them go in order to see what they had was good. You stated, when they had something good. They won't know until you let them go. It's going to be the hardest thing to do, but let them go, baby. Let them go. Number 3, I let him go, but will he come back? Same with question number 2. Yes, I don't know why, but 99.9% sure they're going to come back, whether it's in 10 years, 10 months, 10 days, 10 minutes, 10 seconds. Yes, they're going to come back. At some point or another, they're going to regret it. They're going to reminisce. They're going to wonder, okay, was this the right thing? Did I make a mistake? Yes, they are. I feel like they always come back. Yes, for sure. Number 4, my ex is dating someone already. Are they over me? So if they're dating someone like right away, it has nothing to do with you and your relationship. It's not like, oh, fuck you, I want to get over you. It has nothing to do with you. So if they broke up with you and they're dating someone, it has nothing to do with your relationship. That's most likely a rebound relationship or something just temporary because they're trying to fill a void. Or if they left you for another person, it's because they think that they found better, which they will realize in time that they didn't. But you have to let them go and let them do their thing in order for them to see it. Typically, about 90% of people that just jump into a relationship or like a rebound, it only lasts 3 to 4 months tops before it collapses. So I wouldn't say like they're over you, because you're always going to be in the back of their mind. Now, if it was just like a toxic, bad relationship and, they left you for somebody else, or y'all been broken up for a while and then they're starting to date, maybe they truly are just moving on with their lives. I feel like an ex always does come back. And when an ex does come back, it's because it's meant to be. Whether it's just to get closure, whether it's just to talk, whether it's just to, reminisce, whatever it is, God puts that person back in your life, maybe to teach you a lesson. Like, oh, my ex came back to me, but he doesn't want to be with me. Well, why did God even put him back in my life? Because maybe he wanted to show you something that you didn't see before. You might get your ex back and just be like, oh no, I didn't see all this before. I don't want that. There's a reason. And again, the $1 million question is, what is that reason? We're not going to know. Just whatever happens, just know that it's God's plan. And do not tempt the Lord, because he is testing us every single day. And again, I always say in my videos, if he is willing, and he is, trust him. Trust him. He knows what he's doing. All right. Number 5. He says I mentally hurt him in the past, but now he's at the bars acting out. Why? Well, if you are or were in a relationship where there was a lot of mental abuse going on, I know this firsthand. and they're acting out and they're just going out and, you know, hitting on all kinds of girls, just remember that the joke's on them. Because if they're sitting there blaming you, saying, oh, I can't be with you because you mentally abused me, and now they're at the bars and doing stuff, we already know they're trying to hook up with the next best thing, or all these girls, you know, or if you're a guy, and your girl's hooking up with all these guys, it's the same thing. If they want to use that excuse like, oh, you mentally abused me and that's why I can't be with you. Okay, while they're out at the club getting girls' numbers and, you know, hoeing around and messing with them. And then, you know how some guys say like, oh, I ain't trying to go to that scene because the girl that I picked up there is going to be there, because they become clingy and all, you know, needy and shit. So they'll use some excuse like, oh, I don't go out no more, or I ain't going to that spot no more, they'll give you like a good enough reason. But in reality, they don't want to go to the club or the bar again because they don't want to run into the bitch that they ended up fucking around with because they didn't want nothing serious. And talk about a mental reasoning to not be with you. How do you think that girl feels that you just played? So you want to say that I mentally abused you, but you can go and chase at the club, but you don't want to go back there in reality because you done fucked up and don't want to run into the same girl that you just played. How do you think she is mentally? Guys are dumb. Guys are so stupid. We already know shit before it even happens, you know? But yeah, if that's just an excuse, you know, if they're sitting there saying I'm not with you because you mentally hurt me. If you mentally hurt him, I know damn well he's mentally hurt you as well. So it's a two-way street. Again, we don't know everybody's fucking story, but I'm going to take that with a grain of salt because that's crazy. And of course they're going to act out and they go to the bars and stuff because they're not with you, you know? And they're saying, oh, we're broken up because of this reason. But in all reality, like, you're hurting somebody else. Like, oh, I wish I could just tell y'all my story, but like, I'm not there yet. And like, oh, like I said, I had some good news this week, but I'm not ready to share it. And then, you know, I want to tell y'all my story, but I'm going to save that one for a good rainy day. But yeah, let them act out. Let them act a fool. Let them, you know, move on. If they want a girlfriend or boyfriend or whatever, let them. In all reality, it's going to come back on you. But the only thing is, girl, when we're done. And they don't understand that. And all that effort, like some dudes do come back and they're just like, fuck, what can I do to get her back? And then they go over and beyond. Like, they're the yes man and can I get you anything? And what do you need? And I'm just like, why couldn't you do this shit when you had me? Now you got to do extra just to gain my trust back, just to gain my security back for you. And at that point, you done let all your insecurity go. You're happy with yourself. You've developed a whole new you. You're used to the whole new normal. You've reprogrammed your brain and you've learned to live without this person. You don't need them. And then you're just like, I'm good. And that's what I keep stressing. Like, when we're done, we're done. And that's how you know you had a good ass woman. But I really wish I could tell y'all my story. I'm just not ready yet, but it's going to come with a big boom, like a big boom. I have so much good news coming up. Like, it's going to come with a boom for sure. But yes, those were the 5 questions and 5 answers. I hope they, you know, helped. I don't know. I'm just here. And I do what I can, but like I always stress in my other videos, like, do not devalue yourself. I've worked so hard. Like, I've worked so hard from where I'm at. You need to do the same thing. So, I hope to see you guys on my next video. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe and make sure to follow me on social media. I love you.